think it's ready to do it. We're on there. Hey guys,
So,
Teal Riconin, Ricky, along with Tom Daniels, UK
what's up,
member,
guys?
and we are here to talk about the whole fanboy war discussion going on. It's become a huge issue. I can't go on to anything Xbox One without being verbally assaulted by 10-year-old PlayStation fans. And vice versa, when I go to Xbox or PlayStation, we have 10-year-old Xbox kids talking shit. So um, let me get one thing straight. If you're 10 years old and talking about games, you know nothing about gaming systems. Let's get that out of the way because
Yeah.
that close up right there, Tom, it was sexy. I like that Mustang in the background too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And
Beautiful.
I see you're very organized too. I like that.
Oh god. Wrong
No,
way.
it's
Oh god, yeah. Look
okay.
at that shit.
All right. So to start off, me and Tom are going to take a little bit of time talking about the ups and downs of each of the pros and cons of each console, and what we personally think, and what get the facts out there because there's so much going around, and people are just throwing things around because of what they've heard, not what's actually been put out. So after hours of research and a lot of help from our tech guys, TL Hughes, I'm going to start with the price. This is the big one. Of course, you got to make sure when you spend, it's going to the right place. So this is what it comes down to. The Xbox is going to be $499, of course, while the PS4 is $399. Now that right there is a big deciding factor. $100 more for another or a different console. If you remember correctly, when the PS3 came out and the Xbox 360 came out, PlayStation was more expensive. And people still bought the PlayStation and still shat all over the Xbox and vice versa, but they still bought it. Now, the reason this is one key factor, which is a big game changer for both systems. The Xbox comes with a Kinect at $499. That's a pro if you've ever used that. It's good for Skype calls, streaming for me and the
Yeah.
rest of the PLs.
I had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah, Connect is where it's at for us. We will use that, for more streaming stuff like that. So I mean, we're obviously not doing it now, but it'll be an issue for us. So Connect is a plus for us. So right now, that's a pro for me and a lot of the other guys in the team. While the PS4, it's the was it PSI or PS Move or whatever it is, it does not come with it. And if you buy it separately, it can go from anywhere from $70 to $130, making it even more expensive than the Xbox. So, it's just based on where you shop at and where you get it. I mean, if you can get it for $7, of course you can save money, but if you don't use it, it's not for you. And basically, that's the price difference and the majority of it. And the big deciding factor: do you want Connect or do you want to have to buy, a separate thing with it that might cost you more money in the end anyway? So that's the price difference. One's more expensive, or Xbox more expensive. That's the con. The pro, it comes with a Kinect. PS4's Pro is cheaper, but the con is it doesn't come with the motion device. So after that, it's pretty much up to you if you're going to use it or not. So that could be a deciding factor for you. And then Tom's going to talk about the signal a little bit and explain that a little bit better.
Yeah, so basically the CPU is for both systems is a AMD Jaguar X86 8-core. They are both the same. The GPU for the Xbox One is a AMD GCN 768 SPU, and for the PS4 is a PS4 AMD GCN 1152-SPU. Yeah, that's a whole lot of numbers. I'm not 100% sure what they are, uh, but I'm sure it's impressive. Now, RAM, this is quite interesting. Xbox One has 8 gig of RAM. 5 gig is designated to gaming, and 3 is for the operating system. PS4 also has 8 gig of RAM. 7 is dedicated to gaming, but unfortunately only 1 is dedicated to the operating system.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hard drives are exactly the same with 500 gig, and both systems will also have the optical media of a Blu-ray DVD player.
Woo! Because I use that.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't.
So, what are you gonna talk about now?
Oh yeah, signal. I'm going to talk about the signal, or basically the different, the display, the surrounds, the AV outputs, and that kind of stuff. Basically, they're both going to be in 1080p, so that's a plus. Even if you don't have a 1080p, TV, it's still going to look good, unless you have an ancient, giant box big screen.
Tube.
Yeah.
Tube telly.
Um, and both of them are 7.1 Dolby Digital Surround, so that's awesome. It's better than what they both are now. And if you have surround sound system, mine's only a 5.1, so I won't be able to pick it up unless I upgrade. But that's still awesome, especially if you're only playing through your TV. If your TV can handle that too. So, both of them, they're right there neck and neck as far as what it looks like and what they sound like. But the difference comes in the outputs. The AV output, the audio and video output. The Xbox is HDMI and has the optical version. The PS4 has the HDMI, optical, and the analog output. Basically, you can transfer things to other devices that are connected, and that's a big one. If you want to download stuff on there, if you want to move stuff out, to like cameras, stuff like that. So that's a good thing. But at the same time, a lot of people won't use that, so it's really not even really that much of a deciding factor. The AV inputs for Xbox is actually an HDMI, meaning if you want to upload pictures and have them as your background, which I've done on my Xbox, you can do that. You can from other computers and stuff like that. And PS4 actually has none, which is surprising because I thought that's something they should have, or something that's different. I mean, Xbox has the ability to import the media files, while PlayStation cannot. I mean, I'm sure there will be a way. Maybe you can put it on a flash drive and plug it in. But straight up hooking up your camera or anything like the Xbox will be able to, that's what it's going to be about. And for me, I've done it. It's not something that's really going to affect me as a gamer, because I'm a gamer at heart, not really the whole media thing. But at the same time, that's what it's going to be about. And the little things like that. That's what changes it, and that's what some people are like. Oh, I can put pictures of myself on my Xbox and makes it mine. That could be something that people are looking for. At the same time, not a lot of people are probably going to care about it. I mean, I did it a long time ago. I haven't done it since. So it could just be whatever, what your preference is as far as that goes. I believe you're up next, Tom, with the network.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about controllers now. With the Xbox, there will be all the traditional inputs, along with impulse trigger buttons. So the triggers are the ones at the back. I believe they're also doing like feedback for all the other buttons as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. PS4, they've done a lot to this controller, which I quite like. They've kept most of the traditional inputs apart from the fact that they've lost the select button. There's now a center touchpad.
Not the select button.
No! It's so key. Just press A. Anyway. Center touchpad. That's for like looking around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Share button. That's something that we haven't seen before on a controller, along with a LED light bar. That's the thing at the back, I think.
Yeah,
so when you've got the iToy camera, like wave your controller around. Yeah. It's also got built-in speakers, the controller, so it's kind of like a Wiimote. It's got 6 axis controls and an earphone jack. Finally, we're seeing that on there, just like the Xbox ones. Ricky?
Yeah. Controller round goes to PlayStation.
Yeah.
In terms of adaptability
and new functions, yeah.
Yeah. Now, also for me, this is where this is an issue for me. I have small fingers, short fingers, but wide palms. I have carpenter hands. So for me, gripping a PlayStation controller, and don't get me wrong, I have a PlayStation 2. I played PlayStation 3. I love them both. I'm not a fanboy by any means, so don't get me wrong on that. But grabbing a PlayStation controller, it feels like I'm arm wrestling a midget, to the bed. So to me, it's kind of hard to grip the controller because it's small. It's too small for my palms. Like it slips around and stuff. Well, the Xbox is obviously bigger and bulkier, but people with smaller hands might have that issue with the Xbox. So just another preference, another thing to think about. And honestly, the speaker thing, that's a nice touch. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Xbox could probably do something about that. Now, I'm going to talk about software next. And the software this is where a lot of people are freaking out about. And this is what gets me, the operating system for Xbox. It's a triple operating system. It has the Xbox operating system. It has the Windows 8 kernel. I've heard mixed things about that. I haven't tried it personally, but I want to. But if you haven't tried it, maybe you should before you.
I quite like it.
You do like it? Yeah. See, I need to try it. And that's going to be straight Xbox. And then you have the virtualization operating system. Well, I mean, that's 3 different operating systems for one console. That's a whole lot going on at once for you to do a whole bunch of different things. But the PlayStation only has, the one operating system. It has the PS4 operating system, and that's the main thing to it. Maybe that's why the gigabyte distribution is, 3 for, 5 for gaming and 3 for operating systems for Xbox, while the PlayStation has the 7 for gaming and 1 for operating system. Maybe it's a gigabyte per operating system. So, if it's all about games in the end, so this might be a better, in terms of use for PlayStation. It depends on how fast or how powerful you want your computer to be. I mean, obviously the switching ability, that's for me. That's a big thing for me. I do a lot of stuff. I think being able to Skype while streaming and playing games or watching movies and like get a voice call from my family, because I live about an hour away from my family. That would be really nice for me. So again, it's personal preference. But the next part is the media for the software. The only difference really, Xbox can watch TV. And you might be thinking, well, I already have a box. Why would I do that? Well, the big thing about this is people do not understand that the Xbox can actually be your cable box. It can actually just be your cable box. For me, I don't have cable. I have Netflix and that's it. And I get bored. I want cable. And if this eliminates me from having to buy a cable box, I'm going to go with the Xbox if I was to base it on cable. Not that I am, but that'd be good for me because I don't have a cable box. I don't have cable, but I want it. And when I do get it, that eliminates more fees for me in the long run. Not to mention it's a DVR. So, I mean, they both have pictures, streaming, videos, music, and all that kind of stuff too. So, really, as far as media goes, they're pretty much neck and neck. Except if you want to watch TV, if you don't already have it, like I do, being a college kid, that could be something that you look at too. But if it's not really going to bother you, already have cable, then obviously it doesn't really matter. PlayStation probably just, is okay too. So another one, the used game policy. Wow. This one's tricky.
There's been a lot of hype about this one.
Yes. Now, I've gone everywhere. I've looked through everything. EA, Sony, all the websites and everything I could. And Xbox, if you have a used game, if you're going to sell it back, it has to be through authorized sellers. So if you're here, I don't know if in the UK, if you guys have GameStop. Do you guys have GameStop in the UK?
We kind of have the equivalent with either HMV or Game, but it's weird. They've mostly closed down.
Okay. Yeah. See, for us, it's GameStop. That's a big one here. Yeah. And then, of course, you got the Meijer, Walmarts, and the other places like that.
Yeah.
Grocery stores that have their little section. They won't be able to do it, but the actual game stores that GameStop for us here in the USA, they are going to be authorized to do that. But this is a big one for PlayStation. This is the pro for them above anything else. It's open to anyone. You can sell it wherever you can be able to sell it to whoever you want, whenever you want, and it's not just through authorized retailers. So
yeah,
a lot of people that'll be an upsetting problem for everyone. But let's be honest, selling your game back to GameStop. I paid $60 for this game. You're going to give me 10? Sure, why not? No, it doesn't really matter. I don't understand my game.
Exactly the same over here.
Yeah,
4 games. 4 games. They offered me £4. £4 for 4 games. Admittedly, it was kind of old.
Yeah.
£4.
But your memories are there. What are they talking about? I have memories here. But for me, looking at it now,
myself.
I have about 30 to 40 games from when Xbox first came out. I have some PlayStation 3 games, but I don't have my PlayStation 3 anymore because I won't sell them back because I won't get anything for them. So really, the sold game thing, again, personal preference. If you sell your games, kudos. And odds are, Xbox isn't gonna let that sit. Where if you sell a game to a friend, you can't do it. I'm sure there's gonna be something you can do. I mean, that would
Yeah,
just
there must
destroy
be.
their
There must be.
sales. That is not good for them. That was a dumb move to think or anything to say to even post about. And it's just bad on Xbox part. It's I love Xbox and I love PlayStation, but Xbox they got to do something to fix that because that's
Yeah.
going to be where everything hurts them the most.
All right.
And then this is a long one. This is the operating system is a lot. The game sharing. This one hurts me. There's a 30-day limit to sharing your games. You can swap with one person one time. So Tom, if you ever want to play, the new Halo that comes out, if I have to ship it to you in the UK, you have 30 days to play it and then send it back. And then
That's
no one can
crap.
buy it. And then no one
That's
can
crap.
borrow it ever again. Uh,
That's
so
crap.
that's shitty. That they have to fix that if they want to have a chance to keep up in terms of sales with PlayStation. And that's the big game changer too. If they want to have a chance, they need to change that. Down straight, if they're watching this, I'm going to send this video to them. Whatever you're doing, you guys got to stop that. You got to fix that. Now it is, it's not for every single game. That's the silver lining to that. It's not for every game. It's only for the sellers. But EA are a bunch of assholes. So it could be EA, 343 Industries for Halo. They might not
Yeah.
be stingy. Um, Infinity Ward, Treyarch for Call of Duty games, they might be. They're kind of assholes about that stuff. I don't believe the customer service is that great.
Yeah. I reckon they would actually.
Yeah. So, it's based on the seller. So again, you got to
Yep.
wait to see what the seller says.
We shall
And,
see.
yeah, and
Yeah.
sellers might even do it. So that's a good thing. Um, and of course, the PS4 has no restrictions. Hey, you want my game? Here you go.
Yeah. There was
Personally,
actually a pretty funny parody video where it's like sharing on the PS4. They had the CEO of Sony, and he's like,
yeah,
"This is how you share on PS4. All you need is friend. Here you go." That's pretty really racist of me.
it was pretty good. I
But
liked
yeah,
the answer. I was
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
was like,
That
oh,
was a funny video.
yeah, smack to the face on Xbox. But what do you know?
Don't see
La-
Bill Gates
yeah, Bill
doing
Gates, come
things
on,
like
do
that.
something, bro. Um, this is Xbox is region locked, meaning, you know what, Tom? I can't even send you my Halo because you're not within my region.
Yeah, sucks.
So I can't send it to you anyways, Val. So I have to share it with someone else. Um,
Hmm.
but the thing
Fine
for
then.
me, yeah, fine, yeah. The thing for me is I've never had a problem sharing games. I don't share games simply because I've shared a couple and I never got them back. And then it's like, oh, dude, I gave it to you back like 9 years ago, and you're like, no, you didn't, because I didn't know you 9 years ago, and and you never see that game again. So I don't share my games anyways. Now, younger people, God, I'm sounding old. I'm 22 years old. I'm saying younger people, teenagers,
The
teens,
youths.
yeah, the youth, the younger people of me, they tend to share games more, and so that kind of stuff. Personally, if I'm taking a game anywhere, I'm taking my Xbox with me too because I like to play on my own screen, on my own TV. If I go to, if I go to the other guy's house when we're doing like a live stream or something, I'm bringing everything. I got my laptop on my back, my Xbox in its bag, my game control, my games under my arm, my TV's balancing on my forehead, and all kinds of stuff. It's all going with me. So, um, that doesn't bother me as much as some, but it does bother a lot of people. And another thing they got to figure out. And last but not least for software, it's been said, it's been done. Xbox is not backwards compatible. Guess what? Neither is PlayStation. Oh, I got you guys. Yeah, that's right. Neither of them are backwards compatible. So that whole thing about, oh, what am I going to do with my, Battlefield or my Killzone for PlayStation or my Halo for Xbox? Yeah, you got me.
Keep the old one.
Yeah, just keep your system. I'm keeping mine. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love my Xbox. It's got more years to come. They're going to keep updating it, so I'm keeping
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Now they will have the good thing about this is the Xbox Live on demand and games. You can still get those, and they will have the updated versions for the consoles. And that's the same with the Gaikai or Gaikai or whatever you say it for the PlayStation 4. That's to be the same too, but of course you got to buy them back. So that's your own personal preference. You want to have the PS4 version of Killzone or the the Xbox One version of Halo 2. You got to pay for it again, but of course it'll be for that version. And then that's the last for software that I've had of the big changing points for all of it too. So you're up next
Yeah.
now.
All right. So this is a big one. We are talking about networking.
Now,
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Xbox, of course, Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. Big thing that's been bothering a hell of a lot of people with Xbox Live at the moment, on the Xbox One, is the fact that it requires a sign-in every 24 hours. Now, personally, I don't particularly have a problem with this, but I know that people out there are going to be bothered by this.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. For Xbox Live, it costs $10 a month and $25 3 months and $60 a year. All the PlayStation Network people who keep saying, "Oh yeah, it's free," blah blah blah. Yeah, it might be, but how about Plus? It's £50 a year, okay, and it's £18 a month. That is
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That's,
Yeah, jeez.
yeah, they went from free to expensive, so
Yeah.
something
And
had.
what's on PlayStation Plus anyways? I have no
I
idea.
guess it's like the Xbox version of, or the PlayStation version of Gold. Like you know how me and you we can play our games, but we can't.
Yeah,
Netflix will play with other people without Gold. It's probably the same way for them. They can play online however they want, but they can't do it with friends or view things without Xbox Plus or PlayStation Plus.
yeah. I'm really not sure. Maybe some research would help with that. Anyway, back to Xbox Live. Of course, there is cloud saves, and something that's a pretty big game changer for the Xbox One will be the 2 free permanent games a month. Now,
Two?
yeah, two free games per month. Now, yeah, I'm not sure whether this is going to be like crappy little indie titles or
Ooh.
big AAA titles. I'm not sure.
Say, I know Fable 3 is free on, and Fable 2 is free on Xbox right now. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's a big name. I mean, if 2 free games a month for having Gold, honestly, I don't know. I mean, that's nice, but man, two?
yeah,
I guess it depends on the games.
yeah. PlayStation Network also gets like early access to beta versions of possibly multiplayer and single player games, which this is kind of a good little fun thing to do when like build up for a big game and you want to have a little go, see what's going on. PlayStation Network has that, so I think that's pretty cool. And there might be the possibility of free PS4 games, but obviously nothing yet has been said. Back with Xbox Live, a very good thing to note is that with Gold, you will be able to share the one account between all the household members. So if your mum wanted to create an account just so she could watch Netflix, she can use your Gold membership to do that with her own account, which I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Now web usage. Xbox Live has Internet Explorer, which I don't think I've used Internet Explorer in a long time.
I don't use it on my computer simply because I like my computer and I don't want to die. But since PlayStation or Xbox is not a PC, I have tried it. And honestly, I think it might be faster on the Xbox than it is on the PC. So.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean it's more through Bing, not Internet Explorer, but.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's not something to cheer about.
Yeah. I mean, PlayStation Network will also have web browsing, but I'm not too sure about it. Yeah. With the cross-game chat, i.e., like Xbox parties, and I'm assuming PlayStation has an equivalent. But Xbox One will have Skype. This is actually a pretty cool feature because the amount of times I've been playing Xbox and I've had a Skype call going at the same time, and I kind of want to do both at the same time, but I can't because I've got my headset on so I won't be able to listen to the Skype call as well. So that's a pretty good feature.
Yeah.
Um,
I also think that'd be good simply because us doing streams as we continue to grow as a channel, streaming through Skype and stuff, and not just necessarily through Twitch, and you guys be able to see your guys' face too while we're streaming. I think that's a big one for us too. So this could also apply to a lot of streamers and stuff like that also. And
yeah, that feature is really good.
yeah, of course,
Uh,
it's Skype. Skype's awesome. A lot of people use it, so it's a plus too on top of that.
yeah, it's kind of like Facebook. Like everyone these days has Skype. So yeah, gameplay recording is yes with both systems. DVRs, we haven't seen this in consoles, I don't think yet. So this is going to be something exciting and different to allow a lot more people to upload, share like their experience in gaming, and it doesn't cost. Well, you are buying a 400 quid box, but it doesn't. You won't have to pay to have by yourself PVR, which can cost up to £200.
Well, I already have one though.
Yes, but I'm talking about other people that don't.
Damn it!
They might want to.
Damn it!
Yeah, I would assume it's very basic though. Like once you've recorded something, I would assume that there's a basic editor, but it probably won't be
It probably won't be
anything like Sony Vegas or anything like that.
I mean, that's what we use. So
Yeah. On Xbox, it can be activated with the Kinect. So this is just Microsoft using the Kinect once again, which is good. And of course, Sony has their beautiful little share button, which I happen to quite like.
I do like that. That's
Yeah,
that'll be really handy, honestly. So
yeah, that's a good little sneaky thing to do there. Um, Xbox Live has live streaming with Twitch. So I would assume everyone knows what Twitch is, but if you don't, basically what it is I would assume it's the #1 game live stream website. There's tons of people on
I
it.
actually I think I think they're the number one live streaming and everything now. For videos, cooking shows, and everything.
Oh,
Besides,
really? Wow.
I think
Okay.
they're skyrocketed in that. But yeah, if they can't, if Twitch can't work out something with a PlayStation, I don't know where they'd go to for streaming unless it's like Ustream or one of the
Yeah.
other great streaming services. No offense to if any of you
Yeah.
stream, but
I know PS4 definitely has a streaming functionality, but I'm not too sure about it. I'm sure it would be on maybe the rival network to Twitch, but I'm not sure. Also, finally, PlayStation Network has a rewind feature. I think this is pretty cool because if you experience something pretty cool that happens in game, uh, then you'll be able to replay that memory again. So that's pretty good. Yeah,
that's pretty neat actually. You can record your game stuff like that.
yeah,
I wish, yeah, that would work for us too, being streamers and video, something for footage and stuff for us too. Like, oh, why wasn't I recording when I did this? So another good thing for streamers too,
yeah.
so at least. And then I think it's my turn finally.
Yeah, this is a monster.
Games. It doesn't get any bigger than that. We're gamers. We're all gamers here at heart. It doesn't get any bigger. It's not even more important than anything else. It's games. Games is the game changer because it's the games, of course. Games is what's going to make or break every single system, every single thing. Notice the Wii U. Good job, guys. Not really. You failed. I'm sorry. I love Nintendo. I have a Nintendo 64. I have a GameCube. But I'm not sold on the Wii U. It's not worth it. I just don't like it. Now, here's a big thing for me. I don't choose to be a lover of any system more than the other. I play Xbox more simply because I don't have my PlayStation 3. I never bought the PlayStation 3 because I feel like I didn't need the Blu-ray player. Now I like PlayStation 3. I really do. I have some games that I've taken over to friends and played with. I bought if they don't have them with their brothers using them, or they can't find it, I bring mine over so we can play. And I still have my PlayStation 2 and my PlayStation 1. So for me, I like both systems, and I'm unsure what I want to buy, even though I play Xbox more. I'm more into PC now too. Now the Xbox exclusive games, of course, Dead Rising 3. It's one of the best selling zombie games out. Behind like Left 4 Dead, which is more of just like a punchy kind of zombie
Yeah.
feel. Um, and you got Forza 5. Forza is the number one selling racing game in history. No, don't get me wrong. I like Gran Turismo for the PlayStation. I played one all the way up to the latest version. It's like what, six now? Five, six. I played all of
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I played all of them. And I love those too. But Forza is the number one seller. Is the customization.
Yeah,
And then
Forza is incredible.
yeah, and then you got the Quantum Break, which is coming out, which is going to be an Xbox exclusive. I honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I want to get it. I haven't heard anything much about it, but honestly, Quantum Break looks pretty cool. Titanfall's another one coming out. A big one for Xbox exclusives is Minecraft. Minecraft is huge. Minecraft is the makers of Minecraft have made more awards than they have, members, and staff. So Minecraft is just they're just a slugger when it comes to the gaming community. And PlayStation hasn't picked them up yet. I don't know if it's something to do with Microsoft only. Um, I think Mojang is sponsored through Microsoft, so that means PlayStation won't be getting it, which sucks because I feel like a lot of the PlayStation people should be able to play Minecraft because it's such an
Yeah.
awesome game. I love it. I really do. But the number one franchise for Xbox, the one that put Xbox on the map, is Halo. It, of course, is an Xbox exclusive. If you've never played Halo, you need to get out there and play it. If you think
Yeah.
if you don't like it, that's fine. But that series right there has sold more than almost any other game in history for both consoles. Of course, you got Call of Duty and stuff, but that is multi-platform. When it comes to exclusive, Xbox sold more for Halo than they have all of the Call of Duty games combined on the Xbox. Uh, and so for me, Halo is my favorite game of all time. I love Halo. I have some of my best memories with. I've gotten closer to friends. I've grown, gotten better friends, lifelong friendships by playing Halo. And for me, if I have to buy the Xbox One for just one thing, it's going to be for Halo. I'm a Halo guy all the way till I die. And if someone said, would you rather buy a PlayStation for Killzone or whatever else, or an Xbox for Halo, I'm going to pick Halo, and I'll buy the Xbox. But at the same time, PlayStation 4 has a lot coming out for it that I was not expecting. Infamous is coming out. That's a big one for PlayStation. Killzone, I can't remember the title of it. It's like the Dark Return or something. I don't know, but Killzone 1 and 2, I played them both before, and I didn't buy the third one, but God, those games are awesome. I love those games. Killzone rocks.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They will have PlayStation 4 has the DC Universe Online, and that's a big one because there are so many Comic Con nerds. And no offense to you guys, I watch comics. I have Spider-Man up on my wall, but of course he's Marvel. But DC Universe Online, that's a big one. The next one is Diablo 3. This will be the first time that Diablo has broken off from the PC and gone into an actual console, and it's going to be on PlayStation. And that might be the one of the bigger game changers online for the whole thing. And then you have Final Fantasy Online, which is also a PS4 exclusive. Which upsets me because I had Final Fantasy 13 with Snow and all that stuff like that on my Xbox, and I was like, man, I wish they'd make this more online, more adaptable, when they did, and it wasn't that good. But they're revamping it and re-updating it, and it's gonna come out, and you just basically got to base on what games you want to play, what games have given you the best satisfaction, and everything. And to me, if I had to choose right now what I was going to buy based on the game, it would be Xbox only for Halo.
Yeah.
But if Halo wasn't a factor, I'd be buying a PS4 for Killzone or even Diablo 3 because I like those games too. And that's just my opinion as gamers. I think we need to stop fighting over it. And I don't know about you, Tom, but I've gone to a whole bunch of Xbox One reveals and PlayStation 4 reveals, and there's more Xbox fans on
Yeah,
PlayStation videos and more PlayStation fans on Xbox videos, and it's
yeah,
not.
just hating on each other, and it's not needed.
Yeah, and it doesn't make it look any better on you guys. You're just basically making the console you like more of what you played, which you haven't played the new ones out. So how are you going to judge? You're just making your fan base look like a bunch of dipshits, and that affects me as an Xbox user, a PlayStation user. You make me feel like shit because I realize I'm playing with guys like you, who won't give it a time of day. And I'm a game lover. I'm a true gamer at heart, and I don't judge either of the systems. You want to talk? I mean, people are judging about the way they look, and Tom, I'm sorry, you're Tom. I don't mind what they look like. I don't care if they're painted back brown and had a funny smell to them. I can spray them down and use them anyway. As long as they run good and they work and they give me fun games, I'm going to play them anyways. But everyone says that the Xbox looks like a VCR or a VCR,
Yeah,
device. And that's cool with me because I have a couple of VHS cassettes laying around that I haven't watched in a while that I really want to have. But Tom, I think you said it best for what PlayStation 4 looks like.
yeah. It looks like someone has made a sandwich. Yeah, bread, filling, whatever you want in there, cheese, ham, whatever. Other slice. Xbox One, PS4. The bread is slid apart, and I don't know about you, but when I'm eating my sandwich, I don't want bread like this, like this. I mean, like,
It looks like the CEO of Sony like cut the front of it off too. Honestly, I think they both look funny. If I were to judge on looks, I
yeah,
think they both look funny. I'm not satisfied with either of them, but at the same time, I'm not going to completely redecorate my entire living
yeah.
room.
I'm not fussed.
I don't care what it looks like, and for you to judge what it looks like,
Yeah,
you don't need to be a gamer because odds are your room doesn't look good enough if you're a real gamer. Hence, Tom. Um, Me, I play in my living room, so you don't get to see my bedroom. But when I played in my bedroom, you saw my bed, and that's about it. I didn't really have a floor. I had clothes and trash and pizza boxes. So, um, you know, basically, everyone just needs to stop. It needs to stop with the whole Xbox sucks, PlayStation sucks. Because honestly, each of them have their ups and downs. And to this point in time, I don't know if I'm going to buy one or the other or both or none of them at all. Because you guys want to hear some fucked up shit? You guys are fighting over consoles. People who are using Steam on their PCs are sitting there laughing their asses off because you're going to be paying $60 for a whole new game. They waited an extra month and they get it for half off for like $20 at least. So.
yeah,
And of course, PC is on its whole nother level. I mean, it's PC. PC's been around.
yeah. I am slowly shifting towards PC. I have started PC gaming. Not gonna lie, it is a lot of fun.
It is. After you get over the carpal tunnel and the awkward feeling of the mouse and everything, I'm a big League of Legends fan. I love it. And
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing that soon.
oh,
Yeah,
you need to, dude. Oh my god, it's so fun.
yeah,
Now, we've been talking about this for a half an hour, 45 minutes. If you're just now signing in to watch, um, go back and view. We'll have it uploaded on our channel. This is basically just, a chance to, set everything straight. It's not based on what you want, or everyone else is saying. It's based on what you as a gamer want, and you got to decide whether do you want the extras. Do you want the extra 2 games a month through Xbox Gold? Do you want the better service? The more freedom to share your games through PlayStation. Do you want to play Halo? Do you want to play Killzone more? It's up to you. That's
Diablo.
all.
Yeah,
Diablo. I mean, personally, when I saw Diablo was coming out on PlayStation 4, I had to go change my pants because I love Diablo, and I'm like, oh god, damn it. This makes it that much harder to choose. Uh, and backwards compatibility. It doesn't matter either way because neither of them are backwards compatible. So that ends that fight. Both companies
yeah,
screwed everyone over. Good job.
yeah. I would have thought PS4 would have been backwards compatible with the PS3 because
Yeah.
of both having Blu-ray, but obviously not.
Apparently, they're gonna make them different, make them with something different. But it makes sense. I mean, they're all discs and everything like that. I mean, I can understand the Xbox, but PlayStation, I figured would be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed by Sony that they are not going to be backwards compatible. It was just posted what 2 days, a day ago, 2 days ago, a couple days
Yeah.
after E3, and it's not backwards compatible. So what are you going to do? I mean, that whole argument, basically it. So I think we're about to call it a day
Yeah.
here reviewing. So basically, guys, I'm Ricky Stakonis. This is Thomas Daniel, and we're basically here just telling everyone, stop with the fanboy shit. Excuse my language. No more fanboy stuff. We're gamers. That's all it is. We're not Xbox boys. We're not PlayStation whores. We're not, Xbox junkies. Whatever you call them.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm a gamer. You call me a fanboy, you're a fanboy. It doesn't affect me at all. But I'm tired of everyone else calling each other that. If you were an actual gamer, you wouldn't be calling that. I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
I play every system. I've always played every system. And that's what makes me a good gamer. And if you can't do that, if your hatred is too much for one company based on a couple of things that you just don't like, you don't need to be playing anyways. It's not for you. So, guys, I'm Ricky Stakonis.
I'm Tom Daniels.
And we are signing out of here, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.